The Dolan Twins comment on past drama, and a TikToker comes forward with allegations against James Charles. Welcome to Reality, a segment where we report on multiple stories in a single video. Before I get into the stories, I just want to put out a disclaimer. Please do not send any hate to the Dolan Twins, Ethan Rhett, James Charles, or anyone else involved in this story. This video is simply meant to report on the news. On July 20th, the Dolan Twins uploaded a YouTube video titled Addressing Assumptions About Us. In the thumbnail, there are a couple of assumptions they showcased. Dolan Twins ended Sister Squad. Ethan Dolan has a girlfriend. For context, the Sister Squad consisted of the Dolan Twins, James Charles, and Emma Chamberlain. The squad filmed videos together on each of their channels in 2018. However, in spring of 2019, the group stopped hanging out with James Charles. People also noticed the Dolan Twins and Emma unfollowed James during this time. People suspect it may have to do with Jeffrey's bold claims about James during Dramageddon 2, which also took place in spring of 2019. As you may remember, Jeffrey said Grayson was going to upload an expose video about James, making Grayson feel uncomfortable for months because of alleged inappropriate behavior. Grayson never uploaded a video. James later revealed in his video, No More Lies, that he knew Jeffrey was lying because the Dolan Twins were the first people to call him and make sure he was okay. After that, fans never found out the real reason the Sister Squad split up. Now, in the summer of 2020, the Dolan Twins finally addressed the Sister Squad split for the first time, or so we thought. In the video, the twins said,
It wouldn't be fair for us to talk about it unless everybody in said squad had their opportunity to speak on it on their own behalf.
And we're not in sync with anybody in the squad by any means, so we actually haven't talked to them in a while. I wouldn't say that I'm confident that everybody is comfortable with speaking about that, so we're just gonna, I guess, leave that question up for assumption.
Some people were upset the twins didn't really talk about the fallout. The only reason I clicked on this vid is to see why the Sister Squad ended, and they just skipped it. Why would you not answer the question about ending the Sister Squad when you added it in your thumbnail? Obviously you did this for clickbait and for views. Others defended the twins. The fact that people are trying to cancel them for not addressing the Sister Squad because they want everyone to have a word in is wrong. They did the right thing. It's honestly sad how they really have to address all of this like it's nobody's business. They can live their life however they want. One person was in the middle. Honestly, the cancel culture is stupid, but y'all didn't even address Sister Squad situation and it was in the thumbnail. Later in the video, Ethan Dolan answered a big question many fans were wondering. Is Ethan's girlfriend Emma Chamberlain? For context, in the past, the two were seen getting close at many outings together. People believe there are photos of the two kissing in Emma's house. Tana tweeted Ethma in January 2019, and Ethan spoke about Emma's lips on Twitter. In the video, Ethan confirmed he was dating someone.
Ooh.
Yep.
And if you remember from earlier, Grayson said they haven't been talking to anyone in the Sister Squad for a while.
And we're not in sync with anybody in the squad by any means, so we actually haven't talked to them in a while.
In other words, Grayson isn't dating Emma. Some fans were shocked or sad about the news. No more chances for me. That yup made my heart stop. Today, I found out Ethan Dolan has a girlfriend. Heartbroken, shocked, reality check. Some were supportive. One person went so far as to compare Grayson's new girlfriend to Emma and exposed who she is publicly, even though Grayson is keeping their relationship private at the moment. Ugly, broke, got fame from being in relationship with Mr. Acne, says slurs, had to delete her Instagram, weird body. Emma Chamberlain, smart, millionaire, fashion icon for many, past Dolans and IG followers, close to 2 million likes each IG post, beautiful. Others had an issue with the way the twins marketed their video. Dolan Twins really used Sister Squad and Ethma as clickbait in 2020. Disgusting. Emma Chamberlain hasn't said a word about the Dolan Twins for over a year while she's busy modeling for Louis Vuitton and managing her coffee company, and yet the Dolan Twins are still using her and James for clickbait. Overall, it's normal for people to be upset with the Dolan Twins video. Their video thumbnail created a lot of anticipation around the topics, and they ended up not answering the big questions that people really want to know. Why did the Sister Squad fall apart? Was Ethma ever a thing? People felt the twins were clickbaiting using Ethma, but there is no mention of Ethma or Emma in the thumbnail. People were also on edge because this isn't the first time the twins have hyped up a video, which ended up not being as exciting or dramatic as anticipated. Do you think the Dolan twins were clickbaiting? What do you think of their answers? In late July, TikToker Ethan Andrew uploaded a video titled, "Dear James Charles, no more sister." The video was taken down by YouTube and he re-uploaded it on July 27th. In the thumbnail, Ethan wrote, "No more lies, James. He tried to manipulate me." Ethan also included a photo of James Charles's body. However, if you take a closer look, this photo looks very similar to the photo James leaked in August 2019. In the video, Ethan spoke about how he met James Charles. He said one night he and his friends were trolling James on his live. Ethan didn't specify what this trolling behavior is. Ethan said he ended up DMing James because a friend made a bet that he wouldn't be able to. Ethan said James responded and shared details about their conversation. Ethan said he sent James a photo of himself. Ethan said he told James he was 14 years old, and James acknowledged that he was very young. Afterwards, James asked Ethan to add him on Snapchat and allegedly said he would feel more comfortable talking to Ethan on there. Ethan showed video proof that he had James Charles on Snapchat. Ethan said James was getting too comfortable in their Snapchat conversations. Ethan said he felt like James was trying to get him to explore his sexuality.
I guess he was trying to get me into thinking I was bisexual or gay, whatever he wants to, whatever y'all want to call it.
Ethan shared what James allegedly asked of him.
He was asking me to send him nudes and he kept wanting me to go to LA.
Ethan shared the DM of James asking him to come to LA for 2 days. Ethan said he made up excuses to not fly out to see James, but one time he agreed. When he asked to bring a friend, Ethan claims James got defensive and mad about it because he wanted Ethan to stay with him in LA. Ethan spoke about James's episode of Logan Paul's podcast Impulsive. He said in the podcast, James spoke about a boy he was talking to and trying to fly out to LA. Ethan said he believed James was talking about him. He said he felt James was exaggerating details such as claiming the boy is bisexual. However, Ethan also says he confronted James over DMs and James told him he was talking about a different boy. In the messages, James allegedly wrote, "As I said, LOL, it was about a boy named Nick that I was speaking to for a few weeks from LA that was actually man enough to come see me instead of blocking me after 2 days of talking." Back to the video. Ethan said he's still uncomfortable about the situation with James.
Honestly, a part of me will never be the same.
He said there's a lot more to the story, but decided not to speak on it. Ethan said he's not trying to cancel James, but wants to help other young kids that may get in the same situation. Ethan also gave advice to parents.
I'm just trying to help others out there because there's a lot of kids that are my age. So I think it's awesome that James Charles is asking Adam on Snapchat, but in reality, he's trying to make you think that you are something you're not. And I don't want that happening to anybody else. And to all the parents and everybody watching this video, I'm trying to help you out for the future with your kids.
Near the end of the video, Ethan said James played mind games with him and said Ethan told James he was 18. Ethan said this isn't true and he told James he was 14. Ethan also said James denied sending him nudes. In the first video Ethan uploaded, which was taken down by YouTube, Ethan shared a blurred video of James posing nude. However, like I mentioned earlier, this nude looks very similar to the nude James leaked back in August 2019. It's unclear if this video was sent personally to Ethan or if he found the image online. Ethan said James told him not to make a video about their situation or he would destroy his career. Ethan said he made this video so James could stop threatening to destroy his career. He said he hopes this video can help other kids.
Just because there's a big influencer texting you doesn't mean they can control your life, and don't let that happen to you.
Ethan ended the video with a message to James.
I just want to say one more thing to James. Please do not threaten me anymore. Please don't try to come after me or my family or do any of that. Those are my final words to you.
After Ethan's video was uploaded, people had a lot of concern about his lack of receipts and deleted messages in the DMs he showed. Ethan left a pinned comment on his video saying, "For everyone saying why are your messages delete, go block someone on Instagram and then unblock them and tell me where your messages are at. I don't know why I have to explain myself. Everyone's missing out on the big picture. Later, Ethan uploaded an Instagram story explaining where the receipts were.
Everybody that has seen the James Charles video and has commented on that post, on that video, talking about where's the facts, where's the receipt saying that you were 14. I don't have the receipts. I told him on FaceTime, I told him on Snapchat. I have like a 3-second video of us being on FaceTime, okay? I am 14 years old. I have 330,000 followers on TikTok. I'm not trying to be arrogant. My age is on the internet.
Ethan clarified that he may have advertised himself as 15 years old on other platforms, but he said he's still not a legal adult. Ethan implied James could have been more responsible.
My age is on the internet, okay? He could have looked up my age. I told him my age. He knew my age.
He said he didn't do anything wrong and made a bold statement about James Charles.
I'm just trying to help everybody. I'm sick of this. Like, come on, when are we all gonna come together and cancel this dude? He deserves to be imprisoned.
Ethan addressed promoting his socials on his YouTube description box in his exposed video.
I put my socials in the bio because maybe people want to check me out, you know? Like, you never know. Like, honestly, I put my friend's channel in the bio. Like, what's so wrong with that? That's me clout chasing? What are you talking about?
Ethan said in the past when he was on a phone call with James, James was looking at his tagged Instagram photos. Ethan said James should have known he was a child.
I look like a little boy. He was looking through my tags and he called me cute on FaceTime with me. Like, come on now, James. What do you, oh my God. Oh my God.
Many people didn't believe Ethan's video. Some felt Ethan was clout chasing. One person said Ethan already has clout. I hate that everyone is giving him for coming forward. I don't care if Ethan hit James up first. I don't care if it is for clout. His birthday is public on the internet. James Charles is an adult and should know better. Other people said authorities should be involved. If you're truly a minor, shouldn't this be in the courts? Where are your parents' guardians in all of this? Wishing all well. Why are you posting this here? Surely it's a police matter. Some people said James needs to sue people like him. James needs to start suing people, for real. Videos like this are extremely dangerous. It's gonna suck when you hear from James's lawyer, sis. Others said Ethan was suspicious on social media. First of all, he's TikTok says Ethan Andrew, so why would he look up Ethan Rhett for age verification? Ethan trolled him, admitted it, and lied to him. All on a dare he and his friend said, but he continued to catfish James? This dude is a mess with his social platform account names. It looks kinda sus, trolling accounts maybe. He has 2 names, Ethan Rhett and Ethan Andrew. He has a LinkedIn account, multiple Instagram accounts. Some appear to be fan accounts. Ethan's friend Zay, the guy that was featured in Ethan's exposed video, defended Ethan in an Instagram story. I'm sure plenty of you are just as confused with the video, but throughout time, the truth will come out. As of right now, I am more worried about the state of being of Ethan's mental health. Be careful who you tell to go yourself. At the end of the day, he is still 14 and these things impact him heavily. James has not responded to the drama. Fast forward to July 31st. TikToker Rhegan uploaded a series of videos speaking about Ethan's exposed video. Rhegan said she's social media friends with Ethan and Zay and said James commented on one of her videos before.
Okay, I don't like getting in drama. I don't get in drama. I don't like getting in drama, but if I see something that I don't like, something that's not true, a fabricated statement, I'm gonna speak up on it, especially if I know the people personally. So these 2 guys, Ethan and Zay, are trying to claim that James Charles baited them. And people are believing them, as they do on social media. What I think is funny about it is that a month ago, they texted me, since I've known them for 2 or 3 years now. They live a good 20-30 minutes away from me. I've never met them personally, but we've been social media friends for a fat minute. James commented on one of my videos and they saw it, so they FaceTimed me. Keep in mind, the only time they've ever reached out to me is whenever I've hit a success or I've hit another milestone, which is also really funny. But they saw that James commented on one of my videos. It was a transition video and he gave me a compliment. Obviously, I'm a fangirl, so I was freaking out.
As we know, Ethan had been DMing James. Rhegan exposed what Ethan allegedly said about his interaction with James and exposed an alleged lie he told her when they first chatted.
So Ethan and Zay snap call me. I answered the call and they were like, hey, we saw that James commented on your video, like that's super cool. And I was just freaking out and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, he did. And then Ethan was like, well, I actually talked to James. And Zay was like, yeah, he talks to James. And I was like, oh, like that's so cool, whatever. And then he proceeded to tell me that he DM'd him and that James actually responded and he thought that was crazy. He's telling me how it was so cool that James had talked to him and that they Snapchatted each other. He was just basically bragging about how James talks to him and how he flirts with James and all this stuff. He told me, he's like, I'm not gay, but like, it's James Charles, so I'm gonna flirt with him. Keep in mind, Ethan has told me before that he's 17, about to turn 18. All of a sudden, he's 14. So when I hear that he told James that he was 14, and then I saw that James posted screenshots saying he's 18, I believed it, because he lied to me about his age.
Rhegan commented on people criticizing James for not looking up Ethan's age online and claims Ethan is lying in his expose video.
I think it's funny that in his video, he's 14 or 15, either or, they're the same thing. And he's saying, well, he could have looked me up. I could have looked him up too, but I didn't, because that's weird. Who just goes and looks people up? I'm sorry, I don't do that. Basically, Ethan claims that James baited him, James was sending him booty pics, and that he felt so uncomfortable. He felt like his family's life was in danger because he was being hit on after he DM'd someone, saying that he was trying to shoot his shot, knowing their sexuality, lying about their age. But in his video, he says everything opposite of what actually happened, and I know because he told me. So I saw on Snapchat Drama Alert the video clips from Ethan's video he made telling the story about James Charles and what happened. I'm not even lying when I say I looked at that video like this, because a month ago they had told me exactly what happened and it was nothing that they were saying in the video. They were conscious about the whole situation.
Rhegan said she confronted Ethan and tried to get screenshots from her DMs with Zay, but something went wrong.
So whenever I saw that Snapchat, I sent it to him. I screenshotted it and I sent it to him. I sent it to Ethan on Snapchat. I don't have his number saved because I just thought they were sketchy in the first place. He opened my screenshot that I sent him, left it on red, and I replied again. I was not about to let someone get canceled for something that didn't even happen just because they want a little bit of clout. And I sent him a bunch of question marks, didn't answer. So then the next day I Snapchatted him, this is yesterday, and I said, why are you lying about this to get clout? I'm blocked. Then I go in my DMs and I'm like, maybe I can find something about it in Zay's DMs on Instagram because he always DMs me. I'm blocked. So if y'all want to believe Ethan and Zay, y'all can, but whenever I try to confront them about it because they told me what happened, they blocked me. Isn't that like a little bit sketchy? Just a tiny bit sketchy that they blocked me. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna let someone get canceled for something they didn't do, especially if you lied about your age. Everything Ethan and Zay said in the video is the complete opposite from what they told me. It's very clear what they're trying to do, and it's disgusting.
Rhegan made a convincing point about the situation with James and Ethan.
Wouldn't you think James, out of all people, and after everything that happened last year, he'd be a little bit cautious about who he talks to? So why would he go knowing that his career could just be ended like that and talk to a 14-year-old? It's pretty clear he lied about his age. He did it to me too. The only reason I felt obligated to speak on this is because I know them and they told me to my face on Snap FaceTime what was happening and they made a video and lied about everything.
This is a messy situation that has some serious allegations. It's unclear if James really knew Ethan or his real age, but many would agree it's James's responsibility as the adult to do his due diligence. However, it's unclear which name Ethan told James. When searching Ethan Andrews, it's hard to find information about his age. When searching Ethan Rhett, his age is listed on famous birthdays. At the end of the day, we don't really know the full story when there are only allegations without some kind of proof. What do you think of Ethan's video? Do you believe his side of the story? What do you think about these stories? Let me know in the comments below.